Hello and welcome to this short strength building flow. So it's so important to build strength to match our flexibility and develop both of those together so that they're in balance. Because if we're too strong, sometimes you lose flexibility, the muscles tighten up and you feel more restricted. But if you're not strong enough, you have no support and everything is kind of loose and you're falling, and maybe you're even like overstretching. Maybe you're a hypermobile person. So it's really important to develop this feeling of strength and flexibility together, find that balance. And one way that we can help regulate that is with our breath. So let's start by closing our eyes and feeling your breath move in and out through your nose. And you can keep your eyes closed or open them and gently press your inner knees up into your hands and push down through your hands. Notice how that activates your legs, your shoulders, your arms, your core. Just like pressing up into resistance. Try not to let your shoulders rise up to your ears, but keep them as relaxed as possible. We'll just hold this for a few more breaths. Notice how your body probably wants to relax and let your knees kind of drop away from your hands, but keep pressing them up. And relax and let go. And let's come onto our hands and knees in tabletop. Come onto your finger pads. So just like not right on the tip of your fingernails, but right on the pads below them. See if you can bend your middle knuckles and suction energy from the floor up into the palm of your hands. And just start to shift your weight forward and back. Feeling how that really engages your fingers in your hands. Now keep that energy rooting, like lifting up from the earth. Lower the heels of your hands down, and then just lift up from the base knuckles of your fingers. So lift and lower just the heels of your hands. So your weight is more shifted forward into your hands. And then root your hands down, lift your ribs up, step your legs back into plank. And squeeze the tailbone so your glutes kind of tuck underneath you a little bit. Hug your arms in towards each other and hug your legs in towards each other. And lift your right leg up. Hold, breathe. Lower it down, lift the left leg up. And lower it down. Reach the right arm forward. And lower down. Reach the left arm forward. And lower down. Bring your knees down, coming into tabletop. So an easier variation of that is to reach the left leg back, lift it up, and reach the right arm forward. Keep lifting up through your rib cage. And if you want to add on, you can bend your elbow, touch your elbow to your knee, but try and keep your knee and your foot high. So they're not drop down, but they're lifted up. Extend your arm and leg forward and back. Exhale, hug in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, hug in. Inhale, reach out. Can you feel your core getting a little bit warm? Last time, hug in. We're going to hold it here. Try and keep lifting your knee up, lifting your elbow up, lifting your foot up, and lower down. Let's take a little break. Sit back on your heels, stretch your arms forward, coming into child's pose. And you can lift up and flip your hands either one at a time or both together. So the palms are facing up and you're on the back of your hands. Now you can lean back and keep some weight like more into your legs and less into your hands. You could lean forward a little bit and start to rock forward and back, stretching out the top of the wrists. And flip your hands, bring the wrists together if you can, and just stretch from right to left, back and forth. Don't like overdo it, so listen to your body and just go to where you feel pretty comfortable stretch. Good. Come back into tabletop. And we'll bring the right leg back, lift it up. Lift the left arm forward. And hug knee to elbow, lift high. Inhale, reach wide or reach long. Exhale, hug in. Make that little extra effort to hug your knee and your foot in closer to your body. Next time we're going to hold. Keep gripping the mat with your hand and try and push your hand down to like lift up a little bit more. And lower down. You can shake out your wrists. So you can always take a break if your hands are getting too tired. Circle around. Now step back into plank. And we're going to switch going from our forearms to our hands. So hug into the midline. And then bring your right forearm down and then the left forearm down. And then the right hand back and the left hand back. And again, lower down, right forearm, left forearm, right hand lifts up, left hand lifts up. Last time, lower the right forearm down, left forearm down. Bring the right hand down, a left hand down. And stretch back to downward facing dog, getting some weight out of your hands. And we'll try that again, starting from the left side. So come forward into plank, lower the left forearm down, right forearm down, left hand back, right hand back. 2 more times. You can always bring your knees down if this is too much. So I haven't practiced this in a while, so it's pretty hard for me too. And shift your way back into downward facing dog. Lower your knees to the floor and your forearms to the floor. Step back into a forearm plank. And see if you can lift your right leg up. Hold and lift up through the inner thigh. Lower the right leg down, lift the left leg up. And hold. Lower down. Walk your feet forward. Bend your knees as much as you need to and press your chest towards your legs. Now, if you can get your weight pretty far back, you might be able to hug your arms in, look forward a little bit, and pick your arms, elbows off the floor, either one at a time or both at the same time. And just swing your hips around. Now lower your knees back to the floor and come onto your right side. You can go onto your right forearm and stack your knees. Stack your hips over each other. So you're not reaching back, so the knees are staggered, but you want the knees on top. Push out of your right shoulder so you don't sink down too much. And then lift your left leg up and like resist as you lower it down. So you're pushing into your hand, but you're trying to lift the leg up. Lowering it down, then relax and lift your leg up. So we're not reaching back, just reaching as high as you can with your hips still stacked, and then lower down, but resist as you lower down. It's like your hand is trying to push your leg down and your leg is resisting. Relax and lift up, and press and lower down. And repeat that a couple more times. And you should feel your glutes starting to engage. One last time. Not really counting, just trying to feel the energy there. And then push back up, flip your legs, and do the same thing other side. So coming onto your left forearm, stack the hips so the knees are stacked. Bring your hand like to the outer thigh and lift your leg up and lower it down with resistance. Lift up and lower down. Lift up and lower down. We'll do a few more times, so lifting and lowering. And one more time. Good, come back into your tabletop and stretch back into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up, lifting up through the inner thigh, and squeeze your knee into your chest and reach your leg back. And squeeze it in, so you have to round your back. And when you squeeze it in, try and lift your heel up into your hip. Now this time, take it forward, tap your arm, and stretch it back. Hug it in, a lift up, keep the lift, come forward, and reach back. Again, hug in nice and tight, reach forward, and this time step your foot forward. Straighten your back leg. Maybe lift one foot up and then the other. Now, see if you can push the floor away and hug your leg up and stretch it back to down dog. Let's try the other side. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Exhale, bend your knee, hug your knee up into your chest and extend. And hug in really tight. Extend, staying high on the right toes. Hug it in. This time we're going to hold it. Come forward and tap. And stretch back. Come forward, hug in, stay high. Tap and reach back. Come forward, hug in and tap. Bring your leg down, straighten both legs and rock back and forth. This is a good way to heat your body up, like if your house is cold. And step back into your down dog. And we'll see how it feels to hop forward to our hand. So if you hug in, just like we were doing, and think of shooting your hips up, that will help you to land nice and softly. So bring the knees down toward the floor and do this little kind of pumping action. And then you press off your feet and hop all the way forward. Press into the earth. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And lift your heels up and lower down slowly. And just lift and lower. And if you can hold a wall or hold onto some furniture or try and doing it with balancing, just so you can lift and lower your right heel up. And switch feet. So it helps to keep the tailbone tucked. And you're keeping the other leg lifted and you're just lifting and lowering. Trying to lift and lower kind of straight up and down without leaning forward. Helps to keep the glutes active. Good. And bring both feet down. Step your right foot back a little bit with your toes tucked and press down and forward, stretching out the top of the toes. And switch sides. All right, so I was trying to keep that kind of short and sweet. So I hope that you feel like a little more, like that you built a little more strength and resiliency in your body, and that you feel balanced. And I think the stronger you are, sometimes the more graceful you can be. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment below, share it with your friends, and tell me, what would you like me to share with you? What kind of videos would you like me to make? Any requests are welcome. And again, thank you for your time, your energy. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.